Michael Kemerer, number 3, going up against the number 1 ranked Mark Hall, both undefeated. And this may be we look back, this Mark Hall, he knows what it's like to be on a big stage, but he also knows what it's like to be affected by Carver. He came his redshirt year, or his freshman year, took off the red shirt, came here and lost his first match ever against Alex Meyer, then went ahead and won an NCAA title. I think he's paid his Carver tax, probably.
Yeah, nice, beautiful duck under right there. Off the elbow tie by Hall. Really skilled wrestler. Now look at him come here with a big move. Oh, that's tight. Gonna lose
no
his grip
points.
On it. No points.
No points, and
incredible.
Kemerer coming out the back.
He's going to get the 2
points. Takedown for Kemerer. And the brick is thrown in by the Penn State coaching. They think it should have been 2 points for Mark Hall, and the official obviously saw continuing motion.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this is called. Cale didn't have to do much explaining as to what he was after there. Nice job by Kemerer getting off of his back and continuing to roll through on that. But one of the things that, let's take a look at it. So this is like a headlock position. Okay, so he's on a double underhook here, and he steps all the way across like he's hitting a headlock, which is right there. And Kemerer gets his belt buckled to the mat. Yeah, no, that can be a tough one.
Yep, not overturned. And so it's 2-0. Kemerer out front, avoids the big throw.
Look at him get his belt buckle to the mat right here. And this position gets his feet out wide, and that's what controlled it.
Talk about big, great feel. Both of these guys have a great feel for the mat. And Kemerer out front now. Good rider on top of Mark Hall. National champion as a freshman, 3-time finalist.
Hall not able to find his hands on the way up. Now he comes back over. Now he's back in a tough situation. Ooh, wow, this is a reversal. Really putting a lot of pressure on that shoulder.
So the reversal, too, ties it up to the 2-2, and
only a minute 7 gone in this match.
It seems like a lot more than 4 points being scored, Jim. All right, escape, Kemerer. Hall coming out on the attack, right off the whistle.
Some big explosive actions early in this bout. The big double underhook and that throw by Hall, and then Kemerer fighting off his back, getting to neutral. Everybody's just exhaling a little bit here, Tim and Carver.
Penn State coming off a huge win with Chenzo Joseph over Alex Marinelli. 1-2 punch for both teams at 165 and 174. Penn State gets the first one. Yeah. They win at 165. Mark Hall and Kemerer going at it right now. Less than a minute left in the first period. Michael Kemerer.
Looking for also that duck under right there. Now he drops into a single leg. Hall does. Comes out side there. Notice how he's freeing his ankles out. He's got that right leg booted out right there. And now he's looking for control of that bottom leg. He posted that hand on the right side. And Kemerer might be in trouble if he keeps on fighting this. That's, you want to move forward and just give up the takedown. Hall really tough in here. Now he's going to come around and collect a little riding time at the end of the period. And he does this as well as anybody in the country. He hooks that leg, yes. Breaks a lot of weight. And Kemerer drives back into him.
Put a reversal with short time. A reversal right out would be huge for the Hawkeye.
If you're a young wrestler watching this at home, you've seen this a couple times where that's how you beat that position. You look back into it and come up to a stand-up. Well done.
Great match going on first period. 6 seconds left. Kemerer comes on top. Ahead 5-4. Crab ride there to hold on for the end. And there's the end of the first period.
Take a look at the reversal here. Hall usually really solid this position, but look how he steps into it, right? Looks back into it and goes that way, taking an inside look. getting to his feet, afraid to get scrambled.
Mark Hall sets on the bottom. Apple Valley, Minnesota prep, a 6-time state champion in Minnesota, 7th through his senior year. Kemerer from the same hometown and high school as Spencer Lee, Murraysville, Pennsylvania, Franklin Regional High School.
And with that 30 seconds of riding time for Kemerer, now he drops in on a shot, not able to cut the corner. He's really going to have to battle that grip. Hall trying to slide his knee up above that shoulder, but Kemerer has a nice look at it.
All tied up. They go back to the center. They're neutral. Minute 25 left in the second period. Penn State leading Iowa 14-10 after 6 matches of 10.
Both guys able to get to their head to the outside shot. There it is right there. Switches off the double. He cuts it off.
I'll tell you, you wouldn't think that Kemerer would have been able to do that against Hall. Takedowns are huge for him. That's a huge takedown for Kemerer. Second one of the match for him. Escape by Hall.
Yeah, escape with 47 seconds of riding time.
It's a tough matchup, and Kemerer has gotten to the legs and finished.
Important sequence for Hall, last 45 seconds. He's got to be looking for a takedown because Kemerer's likely going to go down. Third period. Right there, straight on shot. Good job of moving his hips in a circle. He's got a kind of a nice corner there. Actually, continue the action. He might be able to score. Kemerer is really reacting well and getting to his shot, and this crowd just recognizes it and feeding off of that energy.
Remember, Kemerer up 2 weight classes from the last time he was wrestling for the Hawks 2 years ago, out with injury last year. Came up to 174. First time these guys have met. 7-6. Into the second period.
Let's take a look at Kemerer's takedown here. He's going to just drop his level. And look at him, shoelaces flat, getting around to the outside right there, cutting off to a double, switching off to a double. Well done. It's tight. Brandon Sorensen bandana.
Sorensen strong in support of Brandon Sorensen, who's fighting cancer, former 4-time All-American for the Hawkeyes. 8-6, that escape for the Hawkeye. There is no riding time advantage for either wrestler. Kemerer doing a nice job of staying in the center.
Holding position, and now he took a sweeping shot right there.
Who executes when they're tired? That's what's going to decide this, Jim.
Right there, the nice little ankle pick. Diving through. Kemerer squaring up.
Wow. Wow.
But you notice, Tim, what he did there? He dove out of the position. Hall's not out of this yet. Squared up. Nice time to call a stalemate, maybe.
And
that's really robbing us of some action.
A minute.
Yeah, watch him dive out on this replay here, Tim. He gets shot, ankle pick, he dives out, but then he comes back and squares up. Wrestles like he's in the middle.
And that belt buckle to the mat that you were talking about, first period there, he's got a real good sense on the mat there. Both of these guys real slick.
It's all right to dive out like that, but then come back and face the music and counter it like you're in the center. Right there, all the way through, that's 2.
2 points, third takedown of the match for Kemerer. Head on the mat, Mark Hall.
This place is up for grabs.
If Kemerer rides this out, it's about as great an answer as the Hawkeyes could have had, Jim, for that coming off the loss with Marinelli getting defeated by Vincenzo Joseph, and now it looks like a ride out for win for Kemerer. Michael Kemerer, the winner over the national champion, Mark Hall. He gets the Hawkeyes back into it.
That's the way to beat a national champion here. You score and keep scoring.